Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning in with me here. I'm super excited about 2023. I am here today to share with you a very important video, at least I think it's important, that can help each and every one of us go into the new year and just making sure that we're doing what we set out to do. It's about New Year's resolutions, right? It's that time of the year again. Let's get right into it. It's that time of the year again. Resolutions are being made and goals are being set. So, how come people make resolutions and set goals year after year, but hardly ever end up sticking to them? Studies over the years have shown that people who make New Year's resolutions don't achieve them. Let's look a little further into that. Resolutions require dedication and commitment, and often people don't end up sticking to them because they do not implement a strong plan or set attainable resolutions. Let's get serious for a moment. Many of us are guilty of setting resolutions to lose weight, eating healthy, exercise more, save money, learn a new skill, and so much more. So here you are, setting a goal for an entire year. That's 12 whole months with no real way of tracking your progress. So say your resolution is to lose weight. You have to be precise about how much weight you want to lose and how long it will take you to lose the weight. So, say you start with one positive habit a week, right? Like increasing your daily intake of water the first week. Then move on to adding more fruits and vegetables to your diet and then work your way up. Little baby steps. Making one change to your diet a week or day, it makes a huge difference in the long run. That way, you're able to attain your goals at the end of the period that you set forth. Realistically speaking, setting weekly or monthly goals makes more sense. You build up your self esteem, raising the bar as you move forward. Weekly or monthly goals work because short term goals are more easily attainable. This means that for a behavior or action to become automatic or habitual, it requires repetition. The more times you perform an action, the easier it becomes, and eventually it starts to become a habit. But how often do you have to repeat something for it to officially become a habit? What happens when you lose motivation to continue a behavior or an action? This is exactly what we're going to dive into. Losing motivation happens to all of us. So in these times, it is important to have discipline. Discipline is the key. Discipline is the ability to complete a task or action even when you don't feel like it. It is the strength or will and self-control, especially in difficult circumstances. For example, in reference to the resolution about losing weight, if you're not disciplined, you will fall for everything. So say you attended an event that has some really great food, man. The looks and decor were so appealing, but unfortunately, the menu consisted of red meat and many other things that are unhealthy that you have already chosen to cut out of your diet. With a strong sense of discipline, you would stick with your plan and find an alternative like a salad to carry you over. One thing you can do in regards to discipline is always to start a task or an action. Just start. Just start it. If after 10 minutes you still don't want to do it, then stop. Oftentimes, after a task is started, it is not as bad as you initially thought, right? So once you start it and then you get into it after about 10 minutes or so, you kind of become, more acquainted with it. You're okay with continuing the task. But like I said before, if you don't feel it after 10 minutes, it's okay to stop. It is also important not to make too many resolutions and overwhelm yourself. That's the mistake a lot of people make today. People have plans to do this, that, and the other. They have a whole list of different things. But unfortunately, they don't put a deadline. They don't put a time to it. Matter of fact, They barely ever write it down. They just say these plans, they have it in their minds, and then they go on. While the beginning of the year may seem like a great opportunity for lots of change, which is usually the case, the reality is that it is not realistic in the long term. I really hope that this year you set practical and specific resolutions. Matter of fact, I call them goals. It's important to set practical and realistic goals. Be specific that you can stick to them all year long, or say monthly goals, right? Or every 6 months. You want to be able to revisit those goals. Ask yourself, where am I? Have I completed a fraction of it? Have I done anything towards my goals? Am I closer to my goals, right? And set yourself a deadline so that you can hold yourself accountable. Start by taking small actionable steps in the right direction and focus on the action that gives you the best results. Lastly, exercise patience and enjoy the process. It's a process. Life is a process. Setting goals is a process. Achieving goals is a process. But once you're able to enjoy the process, right? Get involved in the process. Enjoy the journey. It's going to be worth it. All right, beautiful people, let me leave you with this quote. Instead of trying to change your entire life in January, the simpler strategy is to adopt a 12-month plan where you're making constant improvements. That's going to get you to your end goal. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in with me and sticking through the video. I appreciate your time here today. And like I always say, I love to learn and grow with you. So please, please, please leave your comments and your feedback in the comment section. I would love to hear from you and just share your thoughts on this topic. All right. And I pray and hope you have an amazing 2023, and may all your dreams and goals and aspirations come to fruition. I believe in you. I need you to believe in yourself. I know you can do it. We all can, and we all will be successful this year. Thank you so much. Have a blessed